Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Fresh Off the Hook Tuesday. If you're on my Facebook, you would have seen a couple of pictures that I uploaded of a baby blanket set, and I did it using granny squares. I've got one that was left over, did one too many, and I used the same colours that I used for the very first baby blanket stripy set that I did, grey, white and pink. I did the squares like this. If the whole editing thing works, there should be a picture of it now, the completed set. If not, it'll be at the end. But got one of the squares that I did, and it's just pink and white, and I alternated it and had white and pink, and joined them all together with the grey yarn in, I think it's called the flat joining stitch. So I did that, and it worked out quite well. I quite enjoyed making these. It's quite a large loose pattern, so I just make them, do another one, make it, do another one. And the only thing that I did learn, maybe it's just me, but the only thing I did learn from that was when I'm making these again and I've got an idea of one that I want to do, so when I get around to doing another one of these granny square baby blankets, I will fasten the ends as I go along. I do try to work my ends in when I'm changing colours. I do try to work it into the ends, but depending on the stitch, like these, I couldn't work it in without it showing, although I have learned another technique of working in the ends. But what I did was I'd make it, do it, make it, do it, joined it all together, and on the back there were all these little ends just dangling, so I sat there for a good couple of hours fastening in all my ends. So what I would do next time is, as I do a square, fasten in whatever loose ends they are, so when I get to the end of it I just join it all together, blanket done. But I did enjoy doing it, and I'm going to get onto one later on. I was working on another blanket. Like I said, I've had a couple of orders going. There's other bits that I gave it to the customer and then thought, I didn't take a picture of it. But one of the things that I've just finished a couple of days ago is another baby blanket, and I did it using a pattern from, I think he's either called Mikey Smell or Mickey Smell, I can't remember. That's his YouTube name. If I remember, I put it either on the screen or at the bottom. And it's called, I keep saying I can't remember, brain's not working today. It's called, I know it's called the Never Ending Something, so I think it's called the Never Ending Granny Square, because you do it using 3 colours, or how many colours you want, 2 or 3 colours, and you just keep going round and around. When you join them together, you just keep going round and around and around, and you don't fasten off until you get to the end. So it is literally never ending, because you just keep going. So here it is. I used the same 3 colours again, the pink, white and grey. I'll show it to you. And you can see how it goes around and around each other, the pink, white and grey. This was also a very easy blanket. I was very surprised how fast this worked up. So if you're after a blanket that will just, you know, that you can work up quite quickly, this is your blanket. I did, just put this away, I did a hat to go along with it, and instead of using all the colours together like the blanket, I thought it would be nice to contrast a hat, to contrast the hat in just one colour and accent with the pink and grey. So that's what I did. I used the exact same stitches, 3 double crochets together in a space, did a line of the pink and the grey, and added a little flower onto it. So that is the little baby's hat. Okay. I then did a couple of booties and thought I'd do the same contrasting thing with the hat, so I just did them in plain white, and the laces I did with the pink, white and grey, just for a little contrast. These are for a baby shower in a couple of weeks' time, so I'm hoping they're happy with it. I have been doing summer hats. That's the other thing I've been working on. I've lost one that I need to show you. Where's it gone? fell on the floor. This one is similar to one that I did a couple of weeks ago, and it's just in a lighter cream colour. When I did the other one, I was debating about whether or not to add elastic to it, and I think it was Teresa, TJW1963, who said put elastic in it because it's going to keep the shape and blah blah blah, and she was right. So this one, this is the second one that I did, and I've put elastic in it, and yes, it just does help it to keep its shape. You put it on your head and it's there, you don't have to adjust or anything. So thank you, and that's that. I also did another one, another of the Solomon's knot hats. I just need to add elastic to this one as well, but for the most part it's done. Here we go. That's it. And last but not least, I experimented with a new stitch that I saw. It's called, some people call it the butterfly stitch and some people call it the bow. I'm going to call it the bow because I think it looks more like a bow than a butterfly. This one, again, I just need to add elastic to it. And there we go. Oops, got a loose thread. Yeah, so this is the bow stitch, and I just alternated it with the bow and just normal double crochet, and just did a kind of a compact star in the middle, and that's that. This bow stitch is quite easy to work up if you've never done it before. It's as you go around and around, you do a chain, do your crochet, do another chain, and when you get to the third one you do a couple of chains, join them together with a double crochet, and then continue your chains along, and that's how you get your bow. So it's really easy. It's a very easy stitch to work up, and I think it's quite a nice hat. These summer hats, I've got one of my friends who wants quite a few different hats for summer so that she can mix and match as she's going through, and I'm going to do those with flowers to mix and match as well. And so I'm going to be doing quite a few of those, and what I'm going to try and do is just experiment with different kind of lace stitching. Hopefully I've got all these ideas and not enough hands, but that's what I've been doing this week. Stay tuned for next week when I should have a couple more items to show you. Next week I'm going to decide whether or not I will be uploading fortnightly. I think I might be, because like I said, there's quite a bit going on with work and everything, so it might be fortnightly, but I'll decide next week. But until then, thanks for watching, thanks for all your comments, and we'll see you next week. Right, bye!